Well, hi there, I'm Alex Peary. I'm here at Des Park today for what's sure to be a very important game for Dundee if they've got to keep the battles for promotion to the top flight. The Dundee team out today is Rob Douglas in goal, Eric Payton, Eddie Malone, Paul McHale, Craig McEwen, Jim Loughlin, Andrew Shinnie, Chris Posniak, Colin McMenamin, Michael Anton Courier and Mark Gilhaney. Substitutes for Dundee: Gary McKenzie, Freddie Daquin, Davey O'Brien, Brian Deasley and Ludwig Roy. Clyde settled with David Hutton in goal, Alan Lowland, Ricky Waddle, Chris Higgins, Billy Gibson, Alan Lithgow, Gregory Taddy, Stuart Kettlewell, Pat Clark, Marvin Wilson and Willie McLaren. Substitutes for Clyde: Scott Gemmell, Alan Truton, Ray McLennan, Dave Mackay and Peter Sherry. And here we go, kick off. Dundee shooting in the Bob Shankly in the first half. And already Lowen appears to handball at play on his referee. And now Posniak. Free kick to Dundee. McHale to Gilhaney. Curie using strength. He's found Andrew Shinnie. And now Colin McMenamin. And Dundee have won a corner kick here in the first opening minute of the game at Des Park. Dundee looking to bounce back from their 1-0 defeat at Airdrie last week. And it's Andrew Shinnie to deliver this corner kick. And it goes. Head away. Only as far as McHale. Hits it back in. And again, Clyde able to clear. Posniak. Bit of a missed kick, but Pitt is there to get Dundee forward again. Courier onside, header towards McMenamin. And McMenamin turns well. Back to Payton. And that's a bad ball in from Payton. And Clyde can get away. That's Waddle. Looking for Clark, but headed away by Loughlin. McEwen to Payton. Again, Courier making that dart and run. He heads it on, looking for McMenamin. And no one there for McMenamin's Courier slick on. You can see what he's trying to do. Now Malone wins the ball back for Dundee. Striving. It's still Eddie Malone. Oh, that's a free kick to Dundee. No, play on, says referee. Well, Craig Charleston, the referee, says play on. And now Pat Clark's away at the other end. And he's played a good ball in. And Clyde have won a corner kick. The shot from Willie McLaren. Coming from the right hand side. And Rob Douglas had to make a great save. Well, it looked like a free kick down the other end. Malone clearly pushed in the back, but wherever he play on at the other end, Clyde kept attacking well and they've won a corner kick. And it goes. Taddy looking for the flick. And it's cleared only as far as Kettlewell. Willie McLaren. Taddy bringing it in stride. Oof. And well, McEwen with like a short pass to his own keeper, Rob Douglas, who picked the ball up and McMenamin. And Courier's trying to get in the end of it, but it runs through to David Hutton. Both sides looking sharp early on here. Both teams looking for a win. Well headed by Loughlin. Waddle. Only as far as McMenamin, sorry. And then it's cleared by Higgins. Loughlin again. McHale finds Payton at the right back position. McMenamin. Back to Payton. And now McEwen. And that's over hit. And it's still in play. And Waddle clears. McEwen as well. And then Waddle's hit up the park, only throws to Loughlin. Now Payton. McEwen, nice people from Dundee at the back. Malone. Finds Gilhaney. And upended. He's just back from injury, Mark Gilhaney. And take a bit of a knock, but he's up now. And Dundee take the free kick quick, but referee Craig Charleston doesn't like it. They'll have to retake it again. Gilhenny. Well, it loses up to Taddy. Kettlewell. Lowen. Paddy with a flick. McEwen as well. Posniak. And Alan Lithgow's clearance falls straight to Rod Douglas. Not from a dense stopper. McMenamin trying to flick it on to Mercuria. Lachlan now. Oh, Lowen's header. Gets it all wrong. And Gilhenny has space to try and get it here, but Hutton's out quick. Lowen again. Look for the run of McLaren and Clark. And Rod Douglas rolls out to Malone. Curia loses out. And look how clearances. Again, falling to Dundee. Back four. Well, Lachlan back to his keeper Douglas. Malone. And Gilhenny loses out as well. And again, Clyde just getting the ball, just hitting it anywhere. Straight back to the Dundee side. Lachlan, Peyton Shelton on this near side. Curia. Posniak. Almost finding Shinnie. Waller finds Clark. And Peyton and the Cure were closing Clark down. And he's taking off a trip. Peyton and McCure not impressed. They thought it was a dive. But referee Craig Charleston gives a free kick to Clyde just in the Dundee half. Up from Higgins. Kettlewell wins the header, but Malone gets it clear. Only as far as Wilson, who loses out. Bosniak. Good ball to Gilhenny. And turns straight into Lithgow. McLaren. Kettlewell. Trying to find McLaren again, but Lachlan goes back to his keeper. Bosniak can't win the header, but falls back to McEwen. Shinnie. Finds Derek Payton. And he's trying to put one down the line for McMenamin. Taddy. Well, it looked like a hard but fair challenge from Shinnie, but the referee's giving again a free kick, and the Dundee side and fans aren't happy with the decision. Waddle didn't really complain, he thought it was a hard fair challenge. But it's a free kick to Clyde, and again, referee Craig Charleston getting another one that's wrong. I know it's Willie McLaren who's down. Not sure if he's maybe just fell awkwardly or not, but he just threw himself to the ground in pain. And the Clyde winger just gets some treatment now. Didn't really say what happened. We were busy focusing on the foul from Shinnie. Oh, he's up now, McLaren. And he'll hobble off to the sideline. Maybe should be able to continue. Probably just have to jog it off. Headed away by Payton. Waddle. Again, Shinny closing them down well. Maybe Waddle take the throw. Back to Higgins. Oh, keeps it just in. Higgins again. Clark trying to find Waddle, but it's cleared by Payton. Marvin Wilson to Higgins. McMenamin goes straight back to Higgins. And that's out of play for a Dundee throw in. Payton with the throw in. Number Curia, Higgins got the last touch. It'll be another throw into Dundee. Pozniak. To McEwen. Higgins clears. Waddle. And again, it's out for another throw into Dundee. Midway in the Clyde half. Jockey Scott's side ability to bounce back from a 1-0 defeat last week to Airdrie. Oh, and that's a free kick, I think, to Dundee, or to give me the corner kick. Yep, free kick's been given to Dundee. Down near the corner flag. And McEwen and Lachlan are forward from the back. Courier also a man to look for in there. And it goes. McMenamin's header. Shinny again. McMenamin. Clyde for handball. Not given. And Payton has to make sure he gets this one cleared. And he's giving it straight away. And Clyde have taken a 1-0 lead here at Dens. Pat Clark. Basically, Eric Payton just set him up for one of the easiest goals he'll ever have to score in his career. I'm not sure what Payton was thinking there. He's trying to play it to the Pozniak, who was filling in at centre back. And Clyde, who have pushed a wee bit so far in the game, have taken a lead just inside 15 minutes. And that's not what Jockey Scott will be hoping that Clyde don't get any more and that Dundee bounce back. Not what Jockey Scott wanted to see early in this game. There were claims for a handball in the box, but referee waved away the protest, and at the other end Clyde got the counter attack and find themselves 1-0 up. Payton. And then muscled out. Clark, the goal scorer. Waddle. Back to Clark. Trying to find Taddy, but it's gone out of play for a throw to Dundee. Oh, Payton with the throw. Curia. He gets it back. Payton. Finds McHale. No, he doesn't. Dealt with by Kettlewell. Back to Rob Douglas. Malone. Lachlan. McHale. Back to Malone. Shinny making the run. And that'll run through to Hutton. Well, there is plenty of time for Dundee to try and get themselves back in this game. And I'll be hoping to pull back an equaliser as soon as. Lachlan. Pozniak clears. McMenamin wins well. Curia. That's good play by Curia, and he's won a free kick. McHale. Malone. Dundee going back the way. Finds Malone. And his cross has been blocked by Lowen. Throw into Dundee. Gilhaney. Back to Malone. Shinnie going in with the head. It falls to Courier. McHale. Shinnie. Sorry, Gilhaney got the last touch. And Hutton is there to collect it. Hutton looking for Clark. McHale. Courier's offside. Up from Hutton. Clark gets the flick on, but runs through to the Dundee keeper. Douglas. Payton. Shinnie losing out to Marvin Wilson. Lowen. Wait for the run of Willie McLaren, who's offside. Lachlan with the shot one to McHale. Up from Lachlan again, looking for Gilhaney. And that will run out of play for a throw in to Clyde. There's not a lot of movement from the Dundee side. And they really looked up to it from the start. Knowing that they had to get an early goal to set up the tempo, but it hasn't gone their ways. It's gone Clyde's way. And now Clark finds Waddle. McLaren on this left hand side, and it's blocked by Shinnie. Now a throw into Clyde, which Waddle will take. McLaren back to Waddle. What was a cross, but Douglas had to make sure he caught that one. Malone to Gilhaney. Cleared by Lithgow. And again, queuing. Again, Clyde just clearing their lines. And Clark finds Lowen. And Clark goes back to his keeper. Courier going to chase this one down. And Hutton's able to get a good clearance. Headed away by McEwen. Kettlewell. And Dundee, you can see another free kick. This time Paul McHale penalised. Let's go towards Lithgow. And Pozniak has put it up for a corner kick. Not sure if he meant it. Dundee putting more pressures on themselves. And from McLaren. Headed away by Pozniak. Marvin Wilson finds McLaren. And McHale doesn't close down Kettlewell. Taddy gets away. Still has it, Taddy. Handballs not given. Surely Park. Kettlewell handballed it in the Dundee box. It wasn't given. And the Dundee side aren't happy about it. And the fans aren't exactly loving it either. Oh, they've Dundee have been done up with two claims now. Handball in their own box. Kettlewell handling. And then the Clyde box as well, where they should have had a penalty. Up from Douglas. Curia. Gilhaney closing down, but Lithgow gets it away. And Willie McLaren's away again. And Douglas is there to collect. Up from Douglas. Well, Gilhaney's never going to win that. But they win the throw-in. McHale. Back to Malone. Gilhaney. It's a good ball in. And it's cleared by Lithgow. No Clark. And Marvin Wilson's put a good ball in. And Lowen taking out McEwen. Could have been a yellow card. And that's a free kick to Dundee. Up from Douglas. Curie wins the flick. And Higgins is able to clear. McEwen. Now Marvin Wilson. And it's out for a throw into Dundee. But Dundee aren't really closing down, they're not getting to the ball quick enough. And if they had to win this game, that's what they had to do. Payton. Curia being pushed. And Dundee win the free kick. Payton finds Bosniak. Payton again. Bosniak's continued his run. And it came back off the Canadian. And that'll be a goal kick to Clyde. Well, Dundee were threatening really early on in this game at Des Park. But they haven't really done it since the penalty appeal. Shinnie. Close for another free kick to Dundee, not given. Payton. And Merriman losing up to Higgins. Well, Payton looking for someone to move. Well, Payton wins ahead. Okay, well, Shinnie. That'll run out of play for a throw into Clyde. Thrown from Higgins. Cleared by McEwen. Shinnie. Oh, take it out. A lovely take from Gilhaney. And that's surely a free kick. 4 yards out the box. Dundee have a really good chance. Well, they're taking it quickly. Shinnie. I know it falls to Payton. Good ball in. Keeper coming to punches. McHale. And it's a horrible touch. And Marvin, once he gets away. And well, what's happening here? Thanks another free kick to Dundee. Well, why did Payton take the shot? Well, I mean, Payton is the free kick specialist here at Dens Park. And he's coming across to take this one, I think. That was a great position for Payton to hit it well. Don't know why McHale opted to take the short one. And it's going to be Payton who will surely deliver it this time. And the referee's giving a corner kick to Dundee. Not sure who got the last touch there. I thought it was Jim Laughlin. But the corner kick's been given. And Shinny will be the one to take it. McEwen and Lachlan still forward. And it comes. Oh, Gilhaney taken out by Pozniak. And the two men are still down. Pozniak getting up to his feet now. And Gilhaney is the one that's still down on the floor. Well, Pozniak just ran right into him. Not sure if he was able to stop himself. Well, Clyde are going to head back to Dundee, are they? Well, it's good sportsmanship, but the Dundee crowd not liking it because they still were in a better position. Waddle puts out a play for a throw to Dundee. Oh, but Merriman bundled over. Free kick to Dundee. And again, it's in another very good position for Dundee to try and get themselves level in this game. And it'll be Shinny to deliver. He can't put in a real whipping, tantalising ball. And all it takes is one Dundee man to header up or kick it in the back of the net. Shinny. And that's McEwen's header. Goal kick to Clyde. Lovely ball in from Shinny. Dundee starting to threaten again. Almost half an hour played here at Dens Park. Still Dundee 0, Clyde 1. Pat Clark chipping Rob Douglas, who was left helpless after Payton got his pass all wrong. And here's Payton now. Malone. Curia. Free kick to Dundee again. Well, surely it won't be long before some of the Clyde players are booked for consistent fouling. They've given away quite a few today. It'll be Shinny to take the free kick again. Taking it quick. And Dundee are giving the ball away. Waddle. And again, Willie McLaren's offside. It looked tight, maybe a yard, half a yard off. Payton. He's again giving another ball away. We're still having the best of days today so far, Eric Payton. Here we hoping that Dundee get a free kick in a very good position that he can hit to get his confidence back up. Lowen with a throw. And headed out by Malone. Another throw into Clyde. Well, O'Brien, who's been dropped to the bench this week, he's been playing well for Dundee this season. And he may be introduced early in the second half to get Dundee back in this game. Meanwhile, Dundee have a throw in. Shinny. Back to Eric Payton. Malone. Gilhaney. Back to Malone, Lachlan. McHale. Gilhaney. Will get headed, he's pulled it back. Falling to Shinny. Pozniak trying to get turned. And now it's Payton. Headed towards it for Posniak, but it's cleared by Lithgow. McHale helps on to Gilhaney. Finds Shinnie. Back to Gilhaney again. And his shot's poor at the end. It's better play from Dundee though, but maybe should have took it on his right foot. Try and bend it in. But opted for the left and puts it low past the post. Not from Hutton. And that'd be a Dundee throw in at the halfway line. Oh, Malone looking for movement. McHale. Clear by Lithgow. And now McLaren switching it to Waddle. Oh, Taddy dummied it. Oh, Malone get there ahead of Malone, but it's a throw into Dundee. Malone. Curia. Shinnie. Couldn't really get turned. And Kittlewell looking for McLaren. It came off Eric Payton last. And it's going to be a corner kick to Clyde. Again, something that Dundee could do without doing. Giving away corners. Well, Dundee fans booing because when the ball threw the ball back to him, he let it run. And it's gone about 25 yards or so down the pitch. He's got it now, McLaren. Clyde be waiting for him to deliver a ball in. And it goes. Lachlan clears. Only fires low in. Blocked by Malone. And headed away. Out of play for a throw into Clyde. Lewin. And Lachlan's there. And then it's cleared by McHale. Curie with a flick. Again, it runs out of play for a throw into Clyde. Throw in taken. Malone heads away. McLaren, Taddy, Lachlan gets the foot in well. Waddle. Well, he's taken up Shinnie. Surely that's a booking. And he's kicked the ball away as well. And the yellow card's out from Craig Charleston. And that's what the Dundee fans are cheering. That finally a card's been dished out to one of the Clyde players for consistently fouling. All they need now is someone to keep attacking Waddle down that near side to get on committing more fouls. And he might be taking an early bath. Payton with a free kick. McMenamin with the head. And again, Gilhaney. Look at turn and he's shot. Pulls easily for Hutton. Up from Hutton. Waddle. Oh, it's a good touch to Clark. Waddle again. Taking on Shinnie. Put the ball on, Lachlan clears. McMenamin. And again, another foul. This time from Marvin Wilson. McHale. Finds Gilhenny, good ball. And he's trying to draw one in, looking for Curia. That falls to Payton. And waddled as well. Clark. And that's going to be a free kick to Clyde. Craig McEwen giving away a free kick. Higgins fights McLaren, but his touch has let him down. I think the offside flag went up as well. Nope, goal kick's been given. Douglas with the goal kick. Malone. Cleared by Kettlewell. Malone again. Getting away for Curie at chase. And it's going to be too long. And again, Hutton comes and collects it. No problem at all. And McEwen's header. It's gone up for throw to Clyde. Marvin Wilson. McLaren. Payton in the way. Billy Gibson. And Marvin Wilson trying to flick going through to Willie McLaren, but Douglas is there to pick it up. Left go with the clearance. Lachlan using his shoulder. Gilhenny. Cleared by Gibson only as far as Shinnie. And Taddy brings him down. And again, it's Payton coming over to take it. And McEwen and Lachlan coming up from the back. And Dundee, yeah, threatening from set pieces. And they'll be looking to try and get level here. It's Payton. It's going to fall to Shinnie. And he runs out of space in the end. The fans were urging him to shoot when he was centre on, but trying to get the shot away would have been a different story. He had two men follow him all the way. In the end, they make him run out to play for a goal kick, which is taken by Hutton. Payton wins well. McMenamin. Wilson finds Waddle. And his cross is over hit. And Malone gets it from his keeper. And there's Kettlewell. Gives the ball away to Malone. Curia. That's cleared by Gibson. Curia wins again. Shinnie. Gilhenny. Good line, McMenamin! And it's in! Dundee have got the equaliser. About 8 minutes before half time. And Colin McMenamin scores again. He's got a few now since returning from his injury. He scored at Celtic Park. And he's got Dundee the equaliser here today. Good ball in from Mark Gilhenny. Shinnie doing good work as well. And now can Dundee go on and grab yet another few and get themselves back up the table where they belong. About 40 minutes played here at Dens Park. It's now Dundee 1, Clyde 1. Wilson looking for Waddle. Back to Higgins. Headed away by McKeown. Good defending. Well, maybe just now the Clyde defence might start getting a bit shaky because Dundee have been attacking for the last 10 minutes. Look at trying to get ourselves back in this game. They've done it now. And can Dundee go on to win the game? Shinnie, the ball's still in play. And pausing it with a foot in. McLaren trying to find Taddy. The free kick's been given. McKeown maybe just a little peel of the shirt. He went down off easily, Taddy. Well, Pat Clark is over this. And also Willie McLaren. So the left foot McLaren on the right of Pat Clark. Douglas getting his wall set. McLaren's going to cross this one in, and the offside flag's up. Free kick to Dundee. That was a lovely running glancing header from Colin McMenamin to get Dundee level. Up from Douglas. Oh, the wind may have caught a bit of that. But Dundee have the ball again with Malone. Curia. Payton finds it, McMenamin. No, it's in the path of Curia. Chance to make it 2-1. Dundee's in! Mikel Anton Curia had put Dundee ahead. And there's only about 3 minutes left. 2 goals within 2 minutes for Dundee. And the Dens crowd are loving this. The Dundee comeback is on. Lovely ball from Payton into the path of McMenamin, who waited on Curia making the run. Fed Curia in. And Mikel Anton Curia knew what he had to do from there. He's put it in the back of the net. And Dundee's Big Mac adds another one to his goal tally this season. Taddy. Malone finds Shinnie, good clearance. Gilhaney, Dundee opening, Clyde's right up here. And well, Gilhaney being pulled back there. And it's a free kick to Dundee. And also the Clyde kicking the ball away. And Marvin Wilson tell no more. Oh, he's in the book. Well, the linesman flag's up here. Well, what's he doing here? He's calling Willie McLaren over. And Willie McLaren being shown a yellow card. Oh, I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. What a fantastic 2 minutes we've had here at Dens Park, where we've seen a lovely header from McMenamin and also a lovely finish from Mikel Anton Curia. Shinnie with the ball in. Seen down McMenamin again. And Dundee claiming for a corner kick, but they're not going to get it. Oh, just a few minutes till half time, and Dundee have got what they wanted. Can they keep the lead going into half time? Kettlewell. Malone clears. Curier's going to be looking ahead of this one. Gibson. McMenamin finds Curia. Looking for Shinnie. Payton. Lovely save. Brilliant stop from David Hutton. This Payton just bends that away. Well, surely that's a corner kick. Oh, what a save that is from David Hutton. I can't believe the referee hasn't seen it, nor the linesman. Dundee should have a corner kick, but they've not been given it. And you can hear the Dundee crowd probably in the back of what they think of the decision. Should have been a corner, not given. Locking with the head. Shinnie gets turned. And again, he's been bundled to the ground. And I think we're going to see a yellow card from Marvin Wilson. Yep, there it is. Yellow card also for Marvin Wilson. And Dundee crowd singing along now to their heart's content. We saw our Dundee side keep plugging away and come up with 2 goals in 2 minutes. Malone. Headed away by Waddle. Thrown into Dundee. Sorry, Higgins it was with the header. Shinnie. Payton. Goes back to his keeper. And Douglas's clearance. Headed by Taddy, but McEwen's there to win well. Kettlewell. And now it's Taddy. Trying to put in McLaren, but running straight through to Rad Douglas. He's been really quiet in this game. Malone looking for the run of McMenamin. He's heard it. And maybe Curie may have not expected his strike partner to head that one. Kettlewell. And there goes the half-time whistle at Dennis Park. Well, Clyde took an early lead through Pat Clark. And a mishap from Eric Payton. Eric Payton almost setting the striker up. Chipping it in his path, and Pat Clark chips.
So then we're on the way again at Dens Park, and with Dundee having only scored twice in one game, twice this season. They've made the comeback against Clyde and are 2-1 up at the start of the second half. And early on in that first half, things looked so grim, but a fantastic comeback. And now Dundee will be looking to push on, make the point safe, and keep in touch in the promotion race to the SPL this season. No changes by either side at half-time. It's flicked on by McMenamin, and Courier's in there trying to get a hold on Higgins. And Higgins forced to put it out. And Dundee can push slightly further up the pitch. Payton just moving across to take the throw in, looking for a long option by the looks of it, taking a run up. Just delaying slightly, but going for the long option now, aimed at McMenamin, just a bit high for McMenamin. Now Payton's got it back, and he will looking to cross it in again. Just a low stinging cross. Tardy heads it out, and Tardy's worked it out now to Wilson on a yellow card from the first half, Marvin Wilson. And Lowen gets it away. Lachlan doesn't give McLaren a chance, because we've already seen from the goal in the first half. They give McLaren a chance, and he'll stick it in the back of the net. Malone just gets it away in the end, just has to force it out for a throw in. And lowering it is going to be with the throw in. Looking for Tardy, making his second appearance for Clyde today, Gregory Tardy. January transfer signing. Jockey Scott yet to make his first signing of this January window. So far just Andrew Shinnie extending his loan till the end of the season. The only bit of action in the January window for Jockey Scott. Here's Shinnie in action there, just fouled by Pat Clark. Now Malone looking for options. Malone looking long now. Courier just gets her foot in there ahead of Lithgow. But now Wilson's come back and he plays it all the way over to Higgins. And McMenamin's still on it. But in the end, Kettlewell wins it back for Clyde. But it's given away. McLaren couldn't get a foot on Kettlewell's pass. So thrown flicked on by McMenamin. Now Courier just flicks the ball past Higgins. Now Kettlewell looking long for McLaren, just a bit long for McLaren, and McLaren's indicating just how he wanted the ball played, and Kettlewell have to take note for next time. Wilson going in with a challenge with Malone there. And just a mishit pass from Lithgow, and now Dundee can try and come away with it with Gilhaney. But just forced off the ball, the former Clyde man, and Pat Clark went through late on Eddie Malone. And referee Craig Charleston just telling Pat Clark to calm it down. Just wanting him to keep an eye on his tackles. So Eddie Malone with this free kick. Looking long for Courier, just a bit long for him, and Higgins clears it away. Now Poznak back in the starting lineup today, works it out to Malone. And Malone will be looking for a cross here, or to the side for Gilhaney. Gilhaney with a low cross. Tardy knocks it out. Now Poznak. Poznak again, just in the centre circle. Misplaced pass from Poznak straight at Chris Higgins. Now McLaren tries to work it inside to Pat Clark. Now it's come all the way over to Lowing. And a through ball looking for Gregory. Tardy is just missed time. Tardy's offside, but Douglas had the ball in his hands anyway. No problem for Robert Douglas extending his stay at Dundee during the week. Another 2 years on his contract. Will he be looking to get back in the Scotland squad? Never too old. Kettlewell. Just a misplaced pass to Payton, and we're looking to make up for that mistake that led to the first goal, and the ball's just gone out on the far side, and Payton will take a walkover for the throw-in. Kettlewell, just a mistimed pass there, and the ball almost went through for Courier. In the end, Malone's got it on the halfway line. Now McHale. Now Gilhaney will get the chance to run it Lowing here, but Marvin Wilson's coming behind him. Gilhaney's still going though. Now McMenamin, and McMenamin just trying to knock it back inside to Gilhaney, who'd continued the run. But just a mistime pass from McMenamin, and Malone went through late on McLaren there. Just a similar challenge to the one of Pat Clark a few minutes ago. Referee on both occasions just having a word with the player, telling him to cut it out. Lithgow knocks it long into the box looking for Tardy, and Shinnie calm under the pressure of Stuart Kettlewell. Heads it back to Robert Douglas. And McMenamin fouled in the centre of the park, and the referee's going to have a word with Chris Higgins. Just a yellow card for the Clyde man. Fourth yellow card of this First Division match. Payton out wide, will have a chance to cross it in here, skips inside the challenge and goes into McMenamin, and the ball just evades everyone in the box there. David Hutton, well, David Hutton did get a touch on it. I thought it just bounced past the hand of David Hutton. And in the first half, But it looked like David Hudson got a hand on it. The goal kick was given. This time, a corner kick given despite David Hudson seemingly not getting a hand on it. Corner kick it is though. Shinnie over to take. Right footed and a poor corner just cleared away at the front post. Comes to Gulhaney though. And now Loughlin's got it. Now McEwen, and he'll try and work it out to Eric Payton here, but the two of them not quite on the right wavelength, and the attack breaks down. And Ricky Wardle is on that far side. Just having another word with the linesman who gave the corner kick. Another baffling decision from the linesman here. Lau Lithgow, and Lithgow slices out almost into the commentary position, just below it. Almost ducking for cover there. Malone looking for options here. Nobody moving at the moment, and he's sort of shrugging the shoulders. Now Courier making the move, and Courier loses it off the first touch. Now Malone, just a bit long for McMenamin though. He'll have to turn and run. Higgins for company over there, and Higgins just wins the physical challenge and wins a free kick in the end as well. Hutton looking long. Pat Clark just getting the flick on, but lost the ball in the process, and nobody got on the end of it. Tardy just with a attempted backheel through to Pat Clark, but there's enough Dundee defenders around to break it down. Now the plays spread out to Malone coming over the halfway line. Now Gulhaney, and Lithgow again slices it, this time up into the air, and keeps the ball in. Now Wilson. And bit of a late foot stuck in there by Paul McHale on Marvin Wilson. And Lithgow, who's not had the best of touches so far in this first half, gets a solid strike on the free kick. Pat Clark tries to head it on, and Payton almost decided to go back to Robert Douglas after that goal in the first half, deciding to choose a safety first option. Now McLaren, and just a bit of a poor first touch takes him away from goal. Tardy though has his pass blocked by Payton. Tardy still got it though. Turning, and now out to Kettlewell, and Clyde have worked it out into space. McLaren just overheads the cross, and Douglas will claim that one without too much problem. King long Douglas looking for McMenamin, but couldn't get there. Now Clark back to Wilson. And McEwen will have to wash this ball with Pat Clark, and Clyde have come away with it. McLeod just nods it on past McEwen, but Loughlin, back in the team today, was alive to it. And the ball's been kept in on the far side. Here's McLaren. Comes off McEwen the cross. Pat Clark waiting in the box, looking to add to his tally this season, but the cross blocked. Now Dundee have worked it out into space. Here's Malone. Coming over the halfway line. Wilson trying to give chase. Still going Eddie Malone. And tried to fake a little pass there past Alan Lowing, but Clyde defender read the pass. Lowing coming up to take the throw in. Pat Clark going with it. Paul McHale. Paul McHale managed to hold off the Clyde man. And a good touch by Billy Gibson, knocking it out to Lithgow. And Taddy's won that long ball from Lithgow. I thought Taddy was chasing a lost cause there though, but that's what happens when you chase seemingly lost causes. Sometimes they come off. This time Tardy just losing out, and Clyde will make the first substitution of this first half. Marvin Wilson, the man, coming off. Just looking a bit tired perhaps when he was chasing Eddie Malone down this near hand side. And Alan Troughton, the man replacing him. McLaren gets it back here. Willie McLaren skips past the challenge of Poznak, and here is Poznak, gets a foot on the ball but gives it to Pat Clark, who was offside. And the prolific Clyde hitman got turned on the box there, and only the offside flag going up possibly saved Dundee. Robert Douglas saved the ball anyway, but the man with 14 goals this season, you don't want to let him turn in the box like that. Courier just a bit too high for Courier there, and Higgins just flicks it back to David Hutton. Now looking long, Tardale jump at it with McEwen, and the ball just evades McMenamin there after McEwen won it in the air. Now Lachlan loses out. McLaren though, he's offside after winning the ball off Pat Clark's head. Again though, Douglas beats the ball away, showing that he really is one of the top goalkeepers, not just in this first division, but possibly in Scotland. Douglas looks long, easy to win for Troughton. Clark back to Kettlewell, looking long, and McLaren's going at it. Has space there, McLaren. Decided to take it first time. He had time to bring it down, the Clyde man. But McLaren, first time pass, just misplaced. John Brown gets a hand on the ball. It's knocked away, and Pat Clark comes deep to win it. Nods it out to McLaren, who completely misses it. And Payton looking long for the run of Courier, and he's in behind the Clyde defence here. No support up with him though. He'll have to hold it up, and in the end Chris Higgins easily won it off him. But he's given it away to Poznak in the centre of the pitch. Now McHale, but he's got his back to goal. Has to go back to Malone. Now to the near side with Gilhaney. Skips past Lowing. Still going inside Mark Gilhaney. And he nutmegs Lithgow, but no chance of getting on the end of it, Mark Gilhaney, and the attack breaks down. And Lachlan just having to watch the pass here, and Douglas in particular, there's quite a few divots around that Dundee half of the pitch. And Hutton claims that. But quite a few divots appearing in the Dens Park surface, and the players will have to watch their touch. Make sure there's no Artur Boric fresh air shots. And Payton pulls that one down. Now McEwen. And McEwen just chips the ball over the head of Pat Clark out to Eddie Malone. Perfect pass. But if you ask Eric Payton from the first half, it can't so easily go wrong. And Malone with a little through ball looking for Courier. Didn't look offside, but the ball well past Courier. Had no chance of getting on the end of it, so no harm done on this occasion. Just missed by Lowing. Now Gilhaney gets turned, and Lowing's coming in behind Mark Gilhaney. He'll have to be careful. Gilhaney still going at Lowing, cuts inside now and past Troughton. Now Malone's going to have a chance at Alan Lowing. Well, if he'd kept his foot in the ball, and that's what I was saying a moment ago, watching the touch on this Dens Park service is cutting up. So the players will have to be careful, and Eddie Malone, perfect example just then. This time Eddie Malone gets his head on the ball, doesn't trust the Dundee surface now. McEwen gets it away. Now Billy Gibson out to McLaren. And it's over to the far side, and Pat Clark pulls the ball down out the air fantastically well. But he's fouled Eddie Malone. But Pat Clark, great touch to bring the ball down there from the cross by Willie McLaren. Just commits a foul in the process. Douglas. Long ball. Looking for Courier. Now Poznak gets in ahead of Tardy. And McEwen's taken from the back there by Billy Gibson. And the referee stops the play. Going to be a free kick to Dundee. Still leading 2-1 from that first half comeback. McHale just looking for options here from this free kick. He'll be looking long into the box, and they're offside, the Dundee attack there. McMenamin just having a little word with himself. Not sure if he's frustrated with the linesman or himself for getting caught offside from the free kick, but he had the perfect chance to look along the line, McMenamin, but caught offside. Shinnie looking along the ground for McMenamin, but Higgins just gets there ahead of him, and Hutton slices that one out for a throw-in. Almost took McMenamin's head off. Payton. Going over to take this throw-in, looking for the long option. And just stopping short before taking it. He's looking again, and the referee just letting him know he's keeping an eye on the time. Missed by McMenamin at the near post. Poznak gets it back in, and the clearance completed by Chris Higgins. Shinnie. Back to McEwen, and Shinnie again getting turned, and a late challenge going in from Ricky Waddle it was. Billy Gibson just have to watch himself with Courier there in the corner. Thrown up in the air, and Tardy misses it. And he's got it back now, Gregory Tardy, the new signing for Clyde. McLaren gets turns and gives his ball straight to Paul McHale. Poznak gets a foot in the ball, takes his time, looks for options, Canadian international. Courier getting held back by Billy Gibson, and gets a little push in the back for the trouble as well. Play on, says the referee, and in the end, Payton's run breaks down the attack. Just with 20 minutes left in this first half. It's a case of Jockey Scott being happy with the way things are at the moment. Not looking to the bench yet. Still 2-1 up. Courier just going through the back of Chris Higgins on the far side. But yeah, Dundee still 2-1 up. Jockey Scott's happy with the way things are at the moment. No need to make any changes. And the ball's been worked out of that little scuffle to McLaren. Looking for options here, the Clyde goal scorer for the first half. Now he is lowing, and he wins the corner kick off Jim Laughlin. And Clyde have the first corner kick of the second half. It's going to be the substitute, Alan Troughton, going across to take it, and the three Clyde centre halves are up into the box. Chris Higgins, Billy Gibson and Alan Lithgow. And in fact, it's going to be McLaren to take this corner kick, and coming out in the back there was not gone out yet. McLaren Knocks it in again, and Douglas caught slightly out of position, and it's flicked away again. Now Kettlewell flicks it on, looking for Higgins. Comes down, now Waddle. Looking long for Gregory Tardy here, now Ricky Waddle, and Tardy's header misplaced, but Douglas, not sure if he expecting the ball to go out from that initial corner kick header, because he was caught right out of position at the near post, needed a fingertip touch to get it away, and Courier's won this ball off Higgins in the corner kick. Good running by Courier, and he's won the throw-in now off Antoine Courier. And Antoine Courier, he's not wanting to mess about, chasing down the lost cause, winning the throw-in. Now Shinnie getting turned against Kettlewell, and Shinnie's cross under pressure just harmlessly goes out. McEwen wins that header against Willie McLaren. Didn't even jump the Clyde man. Sent off in the last meeting between these two sides at Broadwood, along with Darren Young on his Dundee debut that day. McHale just bundled over by Alan Lithgow as he tried to jump past him. And Malone takes the free kick quickly. Courier almost getting a touch on the ball to take it away from Chris Higgins. Just put under enough pressure though to get the ball away. Just losing out again there, Antoine Courier chasing Ricky Waddle back to the halfway line. Waddle again. Now McLaren. Tardy just takes the ball past Craig McEwen, but knocked a bit too far ahead of himself, and he loses out. Now Lithgow will look to launch it long again. Looking for Marvin Wilson. No, not Marvin Wilson. He's been substituted, of course. McLaren it was. Here is McLaren. And he's looking long for Douglas, and claimed well. Now Gilhaney. Looking to run at Alan Lowing here, Mark Gilhaney, but Lowing's caught up with him. Now McHale, Troughton closing him down. And Troughton continues the pressure on Malone. McHale's got it back though. Now McMenamin, who knocks it into the corner, looking for the run of McHale, and the ball looks like it's not going to go out here. And in the end, Billy Gibson just watches the ball harmlessly roll over the touchline. David Tutton looks long. Gilhaney nods it away. Now Lowing running forward here, looking to run at Malone. Now Tardy's got it, and Lachlan. I thought he'd won the corner kick though, but Gregory Tardy has the corner kick. McLaren going over to take it. The three Clyde centre halves just joining the attack now. Aimed at the far post at Lithgow, but goes all the way through. And we're going to see a second Clyde substitution now. Rory McLennan, the man going to be coming on for Clyde. And it's going to be Gregory Tardy, who's coming off. And Gregory Tardy looked dangerous for Clyde in this match today. Looking strong, chased down plenty of lost causes. I'm sure the Dundee centre-halves will be glad to see the back of him. Rory McLennan, though, they pose a different threat in this second half. Fresh legs, bit of pace running at McEwen and Lachlan. Just a little chip ball there looking for Malone, and Pat Clark gambled on Malone missing it. Malone kept his eye on the ball well though, just knocking the ball back to Robert Douglas. Douglas just taking his time over this set play. The Clyde strikers not putting him under any pressure, and that ball's just bounced over the head of Colin McMenamin. Now David Hutton looking long, and it's going to be Pat Clark jumping for this header, looking for McLaren. McEwen knocks it away though, and now Billy Gibson caught under this ball, and McMenamin though gambling again on a slag back pass, the way he gambled at Parkhead. And McMenamin offside though, despite not being involved in the play. And Billy Gibson going to take this free kick on the halfway line in the centre circle, just looking long, waiting for Lithgow to join the attack, and it's aimed at Lithgow, jumping with Malone, and Lithgow got his head on the ball, jumping high above Eddie Malone, but nowhere near troubling Robert Douglas in that Dundee goal. And Robert Douglas just taking his time over the goal kick, letting a few other precious seconds tick away. And McMenamin's gone down on that far side, and he's fouled. And the referee just having a wee word with Billy Gibson, telling him to cut it out, no yellow card. Taken short by Payton to Andrew Shinnig, running at the touchline with Ricky Wardle. And it's going to be a goal kick to Clyde. Loughlin heads it down, and Gibson completes the clearance, flicked on to Pat Clark. Now worked out wide again. Through ball looking for McLennan, and missed by McLennan, and now Gilhenny has space to run. McLaren trying to chase him down. Gilhenny cuts inside though, and will get the ball away to Colin McMenamin on the far side, and just a bit too strong for Colin McMenamin from Mark Gilhenny. For the man making his first start under Jockey Scott, Mark Gilhenny. Showing good running, almost creating the goal. And we're going to see another substitution for Clyde. And Ricky Wardle, the man going off, and it's the man with a famous name, Dave Mackay, coming onto the park. Another striking option for Clyde. Dave Mackay, the man signed from junior football during the summer. Flicked on by Kettlewell. Now Billy Gibson looking long for Pat Clark, and he's got space here with Eddie Malone, aimed at Dave Mackay, a bit too strong for him though, and Payton knocks it away. Clark heads it in, Mackay going for it, and knocked out of play by Jim Loughlin. Lithgow taken short to Pat Clark. Now Lithgow again. Malone closes down the angle, and the ball ricochets off McHale for throw in, and Dundee will take the opportunity to make a change as well. Mark Gilhenny, the man being replaced. Full of running today, Mark Gilhenny. Setting up the first goal for Colin McMenamin. The equalising goal. Making his first start in the Jockey Scott today. And he's done himself no harm with that performance. And David O'Brien, the man coming on to replace him. Fresh legs down this Dundee wing. Just a little handshake between Gilhenny and Jockey Scott there. Billy Gibson now taking his time. Now looking long at this Clyde attack, aimed at no one in particular though, and now Dundee can come away with it. Poznak looking for the run of Curie, and he's running at two Clyde centre halves there, and Gibson completed the clearance while Lithgow blocked him. O'Brien getting his first touch on the ball there, and it's with his hands. Now Malone taking a shot to McHale. McHale has it back now from Malone. Right footed cross, low stinging cross from McHale though. Lachlan knocks it out to Payton. And Payton's overhit that ball looking for Antoine Courier. Hutton looks long, and Lachlan held off Dave Mackay well. And Dave Mackay still running here. He's got the ball in the corner against Malone, and a low ball by Mackay. I think possibly clipped the outside of that Dundee post, but Douglas watching it well, knowing he didn't have to go for it. Douglas just letting the seconds tick away again. 10 minutes to go. And Mackay can't keep that one in. The ball just runs through to the Clyde bench. Eager to get on with the game. Headed out by Higgins. And now it's worked out to Troughton. But Posnag got a foot in the ball to knock it out for the throw in. Kettlewell. Now McLennan. Back to Posnag. A little chip ball, and Courier's running on to this one with Billy Gibson. And Billy Gibson has to dive to make the header in time. Got a good connection on it though, and that's the ones that if you miss, you're flat in your face. You can't do anything about. Lachlan with a diving header this time to get the ball away from Pat Clark. Hutton. Looking long, aimed at Pat Clark. Headed down looking for McLaren, but Pat Clark just didn't quite get the angles right on this occasion. Douglas will just, again, slow down the play. Let Dundee take away a few more seconds. Courier jumping with Lithgow. Both of them miss it. Lithgow, though, knocks it out wide to Lowing. Now McLennan. Back out to Lowing. And a little through ball looking here for McLaren, the goal scorer from the first half. Got a goal last week as well, William McLaren. And against Dundee at Broadwood. Likes scoring against Dundee. William McLaren. Now Pat Clark. Back to Lowing. Now McLennan. And Clark looking to cross the ball in here for Mackay. Just a bit short, and Lachlan clears it away. And Clark will look to get it started quickly. Well, I thought he was looking to get it restarted. Just throws the ball to the side for Lithgow. For the long option. Looking long here, Lithgow, and Pat Clark couldn't get in it. And a diving header by Kettlewell. Goes over the bar. That's about as strong as you can head the ball from the edge of the box there from Stuart Kettlewell. Really putting a lot of power on the header. Over the bar though. Douglas takes up a big divot there with that goal kick. Posnag looks for the run of Courier. Courier, though, just holds it up to McMenamin, who goes down under the challenge for McLennan. Referee just looks at him and tells him to get up, though. Lowing now, just to the side with Lithgow. And Lithgow looking all the way long. McKeown, though, watches it. And a heavy challenge there by Chris Higgin just knocks McMenamin clean off his feet. And Courier was fouled there by Alan Troughton. And just a bit of a shoving match there between the Dundee striker and Alan Troughton. More petulant than anything else. So a side pass to Chris Posnag though, and Eric Payton again putting Dundee under pressure. And Dundee's still under pressure from this Clyde attack that pushed right up the field. And they've worked it out to Paul McHale into space in the end. Now a through ball looking for O'Brien. And the attack breaks down, but Eric Payton again putting this Dundee defence under pressure. His mistake it was that led to the first goal at Dens Park. And a short free kick again, putting Chris Poznak under pressure. And the Clyde attack, eager to put the defence under pressure, not giving them room to breathe. And Lachlan though go straight past Alan Long though, missing the header. Lithgow sticks his kick right out into touch. And Eddie Malone going to take this throw in. Dundee warming up another substitution. Gary McKenzie it is on the far side. Courier. Low ball into Shinnie. Now McHale. And Courier again, and Lithgow watched the ball well and took the ball off the feet of Courier. And indeed the substitution will now be made. And it's going to be Paul McHale to come off. On. It's going to be a back to the wall job for Dundee. Another central defender coming on. And it's a reshuffle in this. Douglas watched it. Lowing was lurking with intent. Easy though for Douglas to hold. Douglas looks long, and that ball just run right through to David Hutton. And Hutton in turn launches one right down the other end. McLennan gets turned and Troughton goes down. The referee just waves play on. O'Brien comes away with it. Diving challenge from McLennan, doesn't win the ball. Payton just misses his touch and the ball's gone out of play. McLennan takes it and he gets it back now, Ruby McLennan. Great sliding tackle there from Eric Payton this time. And the play's been stopped. It's going to be a free kick to Clyde. And Willie McLaren just leaving it to the side on this occasion. And Dundee defence all step out, and they've played the offside trap well on this occasion. But I'm sure a few heartbeats stopped around Dens Park when that free kick was taken. The Dundee defence stepping out in unison, leaving 4 Clyde attackers all by themselves. This time though, they got their timing right. And they were indeed all offside. Douglas takes a free kick, and Courier's got time to take it down. Chooses not to though. It's got a back though from McMenamin. Courier goes for goal, and a ticket deflection on the way through. Good link-up play though between the Dundee strikers though. They've won the corner kick. But the Dundee strikers working the 1-2 well, and Courier went for the blaster. And he's won the corner kick that'll just allow Dundee to keep Clyde penned up in Clyde's penalty box for a bit longer. Shinnie goes over to take the kick short, and Shinnie will keep it in the corner kick. Well, he's just missed his touch there, and he let the ball run out for throw in. And needlessly gives the play back to Clyde. Shinnie wins it back though. Now McMenamin takes it off the feet of Troughton. Troughton's got it back though. McMenamin sticking with him though. And Troughton in the end gets the ball away from the battling Colin McMenamin. Malone goes over to take, and looking for a short option here, Eddie Malone. Goes long though. Here's McMenamin. Gets turned off Lowing. Now McLennan. Chip ball looking for Lachlan. Wins the ball down the air of Lowing. And Alan Lithgow still operating as this emergency striker for Clyde. Billy Gibson now. And Pat Clark wins it with his feet. Gary McKenzie knocks it all the way back up the halfway line. McLaren. Now Mackay looking to get the ball across, and he's found Pat Clark, and a good header away by Jim Laughlin. Comes back to McLaren, who just slips on the Dens Park surface, which is cutting up. And Mackay's had to run up to that main stand to retrieve the ball for the throw-in. Higgins takes a long throw-in, flicked on by Lithgow. Troughton, though, loses out to McKenzie. Now worked out again. Billy Gibson shows Curry the wrong way. Billy Gibson puts the ball in and has come all the way through to McLennan at the far post. And the Clyde substitute sticks it over the bar. And the Clyde fans know that was a chance to rescue a point. In fact, it wasn't Rui McLennan. Alan Lithgow, the man was. Sliding in, the centre half operating as the emergency striker. Ends up sticking it over the bar. And indeed, that was the last play of the first half. A shake of the head from Alan Lithgow. It's Dundee that have all the points here today. A superb comeback after going 1-0 down early on. Colin McMenamin and Antoine Courier both on the score sheet today. And for the third time this season, Dundee score 2 goals. Dundee 2, Clyde 1.